Hey friends, hope you all are fit and fine. This is your host and brother Soumya. Welcome you back to another video of FPL Canvas. In this video, I am going to analyze the team for the upcoming game week 24. But first, let's see how the team has performed in game week 23 and then we'll analyze for the upcoming game week transfer, probable lineup and many more. But before starting, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button. Also make sure to enable the bell icon button beside it to keep updated of the upcoming videos. Now, coming to the performance for the 23rd game week. Starting off with the goalkeeper, after a few incredible returns from Aguilera, a change in between the posts this time as Fulham take on Burnley with Leno brought back into the starting 11 with Clarets standing in the bottom three in terms of shot conversion. However, the hope of a clean sheet were dashed out in the final 20 minutes with two late goals from Burnley as Fulham unable to hold on to their two-goal advantage possessed throughout the 17 minutes. Moving on to the defense, with two goals conceded in the opening 3 minutes against Luton Town, Brighton were not letting that happen against Crystal Palace, with last week's new signing Van Heek being at the heart of the Brighton's backline with one tackle and block. The Belgian international has managed to complete his personal best of 159 passes, which is more than any of his appearances. Also, providing 12 long balls to initiate the attack or catch opposition when they move forward. However, the lack of communication at the backline cost Brighton the third clean sheet of the campaign. All the Spurs have taken 5 points in the last 3 game weeks, but have been vulnerable at the back, conceding 6 goals in the process. With Madison back in the side, Poro's creative responsibilities have suppressed, with the right back managing just 3 shots in the last 2 game weeks, with none on target. Despite of being without a goal, Everton managed to keep a clean sheet in the last 2 game weeks. However, it took just 4 minutes to breach the Toffee's defense. However, Everton was strong at the left side than on the right hand side, with Mikalenko producing 4 tackles and 2 interceptions, along with 1 block shots and a clearance. Moving on to the midfield, with Everton struggling for goals, with Toffees having not found the back of the net since last 3 game weeks, a lot was expected from Dwight McNeil. However, the England international just managed out getting 1 shot with 2 key passes, drawing 4 fouls, 3 crosses from set piece, completing a successful pass completion of 61%, which is much lesser than his previous 6 game weeks. With 2 free transfers available for this game week, it was about time to bring in Pedro Neto, facing an inconsistent Chelsea side, and the Portuguese didn't disappoint, managing 4 shots, providing 2 key passes, winning 2 aerial duels as well. However, was directly linked to just a goal, providing an assist in a 4-1 victory against the Blues. Arsenal notched a vital victory on their quest to the title, with Bukayo Saka opening the scoreboard in a 3-1 victory against Liverpool, with the England international scoring his 8th of the season, already registering his 3rd goal in the last 4 game weeks. Apart from the goal, Arsenal was 7 and 3 attempted shots, won 1 aerial duel with a successful pass completion of 62%. Chelsea had a tough phase this year with inconsistent performance and a lack of communication and understanding on the field, and that was reflected in the weekend against Wolves. However, a breakthrough season for Palmer, with the former Sediman taking his goal tally to a double digit against Wolves, having struggled against Liverpool, unable to lodge a single attempted shots. The forward had 4 attempted shots, providing 1 key pass with a successful pass completion of 73.5% this time. Moving to the forward, with just 1 goal and 2 assists in the last 5 game weeks, Ollie Watkins lacked the clinical edge to turn his shots to a positive outcome. The Villa number 11 already had 12 shots in the last game week. However, it couldn't have come any better with the England international racking up 18 points in a 5-0 victory against Sheffield United, with the forward involved directly in 4 of the 5 goals, scoring 1 goal and 3 assists. Apart from the goals, the former Brentford forward also provided 2 key passes, also winning 2 consistent aerial duels. Manchester City closed the gap at the top by 2 points with game in hand. However, despite of a man of match performance against Burnley, Alvarez started this time as a second striker with Haaland back in the squad. However, that hasn't stopped the Argentinian to continue his form. Despite of blanking this week, the forward has 5 shots, providing 1 key passes and a successful pass completion of 90%. Having scored a hat-trick against Nottingham Forest in the reverse fixture, a lot was expected from Bournemouth number 9, with Nottingham Forest not having a great run of the campaign as well, winning just 2 of the last 11 played, conceding 5 goals in the last 3 game weeks. However, England International was unable to register an attempt throughout the 90 minutes. So, with 3 goals and 4 assists, the team was unable to put up 52 points on the board, taking a huge toll in the rank, dropping from 20k to 64.5k during the game week. Now, coming to the transfer, as a game week 25 has been announced as a double game week for Man City, Liverpool, Burnley, and Luton, along with a blank game week for the first three and Spurs except Brentford. We have come to that part of the season where bench strength has become essential. So, from the past week, as I decided to reinforce my bench players, starting off with the introduction of Van Hecke in place of Charlie Taylor, a similar strategy this time too, with Lascelles having a limited minutes, with Burn Boltman back in the squad and taking in consideration of the double game week, it's time to bring in the Liverpool vice captain to reshape and change the fortune of the squad's defense. Looking at the next three fixtures, it would be injustice on your part to not include a single Liverpool player, no matter how costly they are or they have a blank slot in the next week. Do suggest on what are your opinions on the strategy in the comment section, and if there could be any other options I could go for. However, there's still one game week to go and will at least need 2 transfers to include more of double game weeks player. So, taking the following under consideration and without waiting further, let's see how the team would look like for game week 19. A tough choice this week for the man between the post, with Aguilar and Leno both having a home fixture against Arsenal and Bournemouth. However, if decision is on the basis of form, Aguilar gets the tick. However, Arsenal have found their scoring form, with the Gunners winning the last 3 game weeks from scoring 8 goals. Meanwhile, Bournemouth have been struggling for form lately, with 2 draws and 2 defeats in last 4 game weeks, scoring just 3 goals during the time. So trusting with Leno for another week. Coming to the defense, with Brighton struggling for goals, having scored in just 1 fixture out of the last 4, perfect time for Pedro Porro and company to aim for the clean sheet, with the last clean sheet was on game week 17. With Porto also involved in set piece duties, especially in corner kicks, Tottenham are ranked 4th in goal conversion from set piece behind Arsenal, Everton, and Luton Town. Meanwhile, Brighton are ranked 10th in terms of goals conceded from the set piece. Saliba is back in the starting 11 with the Frenchman benched against Liverpool, coming up against West Ham side, who have been wasteful in front of goal as well from open play, with the Hammers ranked 13th among the expected goals so far. With double game week around the horizon, but before that, a home game against Burnley, new signing Van Dijk starts in the 11. Apart from the struggle in attack, Burnley are also ranked second, conceding 10 goals from set pieces, with Nottingham Forest leading the chart with 13 goals. Switching to the midfield, Neto has been involved in 4 of the 7 goals scored by Wolves after his return from injury, as Wolves face a leaky Brentford side who have lost 4 of the 5 league games, considering with an average of 3 goals per match. With Chelsea desperate for points after registering the 9th defeat of the campaign so far, the Blues are also without a point in the last 2 fixtures. However, one man who has been informed is Cole Palmer, with the forward registering his 10th of the season against Wolves, coming up against a Palace side who have considered 11 goals in the last 3 game weeks. With a victory against Liverpool, Arsenal are back in the title race, with Bukayo Saka coming up as one of the influential ones in the Arsenal lineup. The winger have had 23 attempts in the last 5 game weeks, also being involved in the set piece duties, coming up against a West Ham side who have considered 6 goals in the last 3 game weeks. With a defeat in the semi-final of the Asia Cup and against Jordan, South Korea had been knocked out on 6th of Feb, and with that, Heung-min Son is back in squad and is available for selection. However, with Spurs looking for set-in attack, having scored 10 goals in the last 4 game weeks, Postecoglou might opt to start his captain from the bench and give time to settle and get prepared mentally and physically. However, despite of being out for over a month, the winger is ranked 4th among the expected goals so far, with Mo Salah, Haaland, and Solanke completing the top 3. Moving on to the striker, with 2 goals and 3 assists in the last 2 game weeks, Watkins looks back on track, with the forward having 13 attempts, providing 4 key passes during the period, coming up against a United side who have conceded 5 goals in the last 3 game weeks. With KDB hauling back to the full fitness along with a hat-trick from Foden, Pep had the luxury to choose from his variety of options. However, Alvarez had been one of the consistent starters in the City lineup since the start of the season, something one don't expect from Pep as he likes to rotate his attacking options. With Bournemouth beginning to struggle for goals in the recent game weeks, the Cherries would want the star forward to start delivering, with the forward managing to take just 3 shots attempting in last 3 game weeks. Meanwhile, that stat should improve as the weekend opponent Fulham have conceded 8 goals in the last 5 game weeks. Coming to the captaincy, not much options for this game week, with Neto, Palmer, Saka and Son all having favorable fixtures, but opting to go Palmer as Chelsea take on a struggling Crystal Palace side away, where Palace have considered 3 goals averagely from the last 3 game weeks. And that's all for the analysis. Make sure to keep an eye at the comment section. If any further changes are made, we'll keep you updated there. Also, if you like this video, do smash the like button and share it with your friends, colleagues, families, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, do share your thoughts, the possible changes, transfers, captaincy pick, and any other suggestions you want to convey on this video. Feel free to share in the comment section and let me know what possible changes or any other strategies you are thinking of for the upcoming game week. Let's make it an interactive session. Till then, take care, tata, goodbye. Meet you with the updates for the upcoming game week. Stay tuned to the channel. Till then, stay safe and let's make the journey interesting.